YouTube. Well, if you can remember on one of my earlier episodes, I built an assembly table to replace this big beast of a old assembly table and free up more space in my workshop. So at this point, I'm getting this thing ready to sell to somebody and get it out of my basement. And I've done a little bit of modifications to it. Fixed that center block right there. Put some new handles on it. And also I leveled off and cleaned up the table surface. And I'm using shellac, multiple layers of shellac here, to finish it out and make it a nice glossy finish on the top. Now, between coatings of shellac, what you want to do is sand it down so it comes out really smooth and fine. And use a 320 grit sandpaper to do this. Now, I've always been nervous when doing finishing on furniture that in sanding you get this cloudy look to it that looks like it's a bunch of dust on top. But I'm here to tell you not to worry about that, because once you do the sanding, then you wipe it off with a micro dust cloth, and then you'll see your next layer of shellac. Once you put it on and it dries, you won't be able to see any of that dusty, cloudy area that's left. So we'll bring you a little bit closer to see the finish on this table. And this is after 3 coats. I put a clear coat on, then I put an amber coat on. Although I'm not sure I entirely like the color of the amber. And another clear coat on top. And I'm about to sand it and put the 4th coat of clear coat on top of it, the 4th and final one. So let's get to it. Now what you want to do is any area that's rough to the touch, you want to give it a little bit of extra sanding until it's smooth to the touch. And you'll see also, every layer you put on, it's going to get to the point where there's less and less sanding dust on top, and it seems less and less cloudy each layer that you go, and it's much smoother. This is another reason I don't like this table. It's too wide for me to reach across. You know, I suspect if I had a bigger shop, this would be a nice table. Or if I had wheels on it to move it around. But it's just too big. And of course these poles are in the way here, so that doesn't help. But I can't very well take those out. Those are supporting the floor and the next floor above us. Now I'll just bring in here a little closer, and you can see that it looks cloudy and it looks like there's this dust film on top. But we'll wipe most of that off with a microfiber cloth. And this is kind of your test too, because if it's smooth, then microfiber cloth is not going to grip on it. But if it's not smooth and you have a rough area, it's going to stop and grip on it. You know you need to sand that area just a little bit more. But as you can see, a lot of that stuff just wipes off with the microfiber dust cloth. Yeah, right there I've got a little bit of a rough area. I need to sand that a little bit more. There's another rough spot. And as you can see there, most of the cloudiness goes away. It's all, you can dust it all off. But as soon as you put the next layer of shellac on and it dries, you won't even be able to see that. And already it's getting this glassy look, this very smooth look. And this will also help if you spill things on top of here that it would stain the thing, or you spill glue on top, you can easily get it off. Unlike this one little spot I've got here that I'm not sure what that was. I wasn't able to remove that when I sanded the whole thing earlier. Like I said, if you're running this microfiber cloth and you run across an area that's not smooth and it kind of sticks and drags, that's going to be the spot that you need to sand just a little bit more until it's absolutely smooth. Now I've heard of people doing this 6 or 7 different coats of this. I'm not going to do that many on this. Like I said, after I finish sanding this down and wiping it off, this will be the fourth and final coat on it. Yeah, this is an MDF top with a piece of plywood down below supporting it. So it's extremely heavy, extremely thick. But this is the best way I've found of finishing MDF. You know, it seems like the MDF just sucks in the shellac for the first couple of coats. And you'll be saying and going, boy, is this making a difference? Is it getting any smoother? Is it building up a nice sheen, a nice finish? And after about your third coat, you see just how nice it is. And I can tell you that I'm not getting any sticking at all here with the microfiber cloth, so that means it's very smooth. And like I said, all these cloudy areas will go away in the next coat. Oh, there's some sticking areas in the corner. Okay, and the best way to apply this is long strokes, as long as possible, which makes it pretty easy, as smooth as it is right now. I feel like Bob Ross here. Happy little assembly table. Nice little assembly table. So smooth. Silky. It's a happy little assembly table. Okay, this is the finished product here. It's all dry after a day. As you can see, the top looks very glossy and is very smooth to the touch. And not to worry, there is none of the cloudiness or the dust that we saw earlier. Just a nice glossy shine. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And remember, I'm just a guy. If I can do this, so can you. So Clyde, what do you think? So Clyde, what's your honest opinion of the table? So Clyde, do you like the table? Does it meet with your approval?